Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. I'm Cal. This is Working with Resonance. We're doing a general tarot reading for Scorpio. Welcome, Scorpio. Welcome everyone. Let's see what's coming through for you today, Scorpio. Hope you're traveling well. Thank you, guys. 3 coins. Letting go of the how. Beautiful. Yeah, moving into the flow, into resonance, into alignment. It feels like while you're very tranquil, there is a lot of progress being made. Some intense downloads coming through as well, Scorpio. There's an initial return on investment coming through with the 3 of coins. And it really does feel like you're just letting go of the how, sitting in the resonance of what happiness feels like or what your desire is, and trusting that as long as you're resonating, the universe will bring it in. The universe will bring in whatever it is that you're resonating, whatever matches what you're emanating. But in this case, it's something that's very aligned. Beautiful. A lot of energetic support coming through, guides coming through, source coming through. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, what else have we got for you, Scorpio? Felt just like you were reining yourself in from taking action before action was required just then. Beautiful. Everything's beautiful for you. Everything's beautiful for you today. This Empress is so, so beautiful. I love her dearly. She is so connected. She has so much awareness. And yet she's only focused on right here, right now. So her awareness is not impacting her presence. Perhaps this is something you are learning at the moment, Scorpio. How to be connected across all realms and yet very, very present right here, right now. Yes, indeed, something that you're learning. Page of Swords. Practicing focus. Releasing the storylines and narratives, the smoke and mirrors. More of your authenticity coming to the surface. Beautiful. Beautiful. Again, it is presenting here that you have awareness across multiple dimensions or timelines or whatever you'd like to call them, realms, frequencies. You're practicing this discernment of the sensations physiologically of these different energies, frequencies. Page of Wands. It is very exciting. It is very exciting. And Page of Wands bringing through that you may be a little bit more playful in your practice. Energetically, also bringing through a Mars activation. Yes. And also perhaps becoming fully aware of the Kundalini activation. Even if you don't know what that is, you'll be feeling it in your levels of energy, feeling alive, feeling very active or creative. Maybe not right now in this very moment, but that is something that's definitely coming in energetically. May or may not be consciously aware, but feeling it. Other sorts. Again, talking about practicing, standing in the bare essence of being free from the storylines and narratives. And yes, it could be feeling a little bit like learning to walk on stilts when this unfolds for you, Scorpio. You do have a lot of support as you move through this. There is also some testing for truth as something, as things happen and the storyline presents. It's kind of, it's almost like you're scientific about it in a way of testing it for your truth. Is it something that is from you, or is it something that you've acquired from others? Just step by step, moment by moment. They're also showing me a little trike with training wheels or a bike with training wheels. Yes, that is very much what it feels like, that you are in a learning phase here. That also ties in with the Three of Coins in learning to let go of the how, learning to let go of the need to know, letting go of doubts, letting go of fears, and maintaining your resonance with happiness or whatever it is that you're desiring. Eight of Swords could have felt stuck, stagnant, or in a state of suspension recently. It feels like it was one of those moments where you have the thought that it doesn't matter what you do, you're not making any progress, things aren't changing. This could have come after a period where things were kind of flowing. They looked like they were going up, if you want to phrase it that way. They looked like they were improving. Life was much more pleasant. And then it looks like it's regressed here. So these could be old residues from a long time ago, a lifetime ago, coming back to the surface. These are things that you've probably thought that you've fully transmuted in the past, that you fully released. Also, perhaps gaining the understanding here that it's an ongoing process. It's an ongoing process. So the residues, like now you're into, say, sand, a grain of sand, particles the size of a grain of sand. Whereas before you were trying to process the bigger, more general stuff, say the 50-cent piece size. So The density of the frequencies that have surfaced this time are much less, but the habit here is the reaction through the Eight of Swords. Moving on from that, you have this activation for learning, for experimentation, for self-love. Putting everything else aside. That's what it feels like. You're putting everything else aside, or you will be, or you will desire to put everything else aside and just sit with yourself. In silence and stillness, probably. Just like sitting with a friend who's hurting that doesn't want any noise. They just need you to sit there in silence, because it's the healing in silence that's the most important. And in doing so, you're kind of gaining access to related residues that you're also then reevaluating, testing for truth. There's a real calm and serenity around this process of the Page of Cups. A felt experience of unconditional love of self. Beautiful. Silence and stillness presenting here again in the Four of Cups. Starting to come back into light after the Eight of Swords here. There's still some questioning. There's still some doubt. There's still some of those old storylines and narratives and one-liners that the thinking mind can throw at you at times. But the serenity coming through the Empress, the Page of Cups, into the Four of Cups, there's this source light, unconditional love, and it's coming through as a very felt experience. It's not presenting as an experience of the mind, but an experience of the body. And as you immerse into that, you may very well have some kind of spiritual experience. Definitely bringing through some emotional clarity, but this Ten of Cups is talking much more about some kind of spiritual experience. It could just be an experience involving the light. You may perceive of light very differently after that experience. Knight of Swords. After the doubt, returning to practice, but at a new, more committed, I guess. That's not quite the right word. It's not so much about commitment. It's about the awareness that the times when you're out of alignment and you're feeling the residues in that from the perspective of the old habits, you know that it's only temporary and it will pass, and it will pass quicker if you don't engage with it. There is an intensity about the desire to learn here, though. It feels like there's something in this experience through the Ten of Cups frequencies, through these source light frequencies. That triggers an activation for action. It's a desire for action that's manifesting due to the activation. Let me get that translation right. So the frequencies that are coming through the thinking mind is translating as you need to do something. You need to take action, which is part of the intensity of the desire to learn, to get mastery through the Knight of Swords. Wow. So that you can transform death, so that you can come out the other side of this with a new vibrancy, a new feeling of being alive. So you're probably already getting some awareness of the cellular and mental neural changes that are unfolding for you, Scorpio. Apparently, we're getting you some kind of oracle card here. That was unexpected. Let me just grab them. Unexpected, but well received. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Fine. So you're getting an oracle card, Scorpio. I haven't touched the oracle cards in quite some time. Oh, thank you. Deep quiet, meditation and stillness. Yeah, that's where the healing is, but it's also where some of the old residues will present. Deep quiet. Definitely coming through with the Page of Cups. Saint Germain presenting here as well. So there's some very deep healing as you sit with yourself, Scorpio. There is another, it feels like it's a different experience to the Ten of Cups, but there is some kind of encounter, it feels, between you and a non-physical being that's going to bring a great deal of healing. Thank you. Vintage dream, a gestation period. In your case, it feels like it's a learning period. The training wheels are still on. So be gentle with yourself. Yes. And that explains this messaging that was coming through here about the desire to get to the other side, transformed. Beautiful. Truly beautiful at an absolute surface level and on a completely different tangent. If somebody is awaiting news of a pregnancy, there are plenty of signs and symbolisms coming through here. So, Scorpio, whoever this may resonate for, you may be getting some news in regards to a pregnancy. Yours or someone else's, who knows? Only you will know that, but there you go. All right. Thank you so much for being here, Scorpio. I do hope that this reading helps in some way. Hope you have a fantastic week, and I will see you again soon.